everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today I just finished watching episode 7 of X-Men 97, and yeah, this show just continues to go crazy. We are finally following up on the tragedy of Genosha, and Rogue is just going wild. She is we start off with Rogue going to a military compound. I don't remember if they actually said how she knows about this place, but basically she's hunting down all of the Sentinel tech. Basically like, okay, well, it was a Sentinel, and we know Bolivar Trask created the Sentinels, he created Master Mold, so where's he at? Let's go ask him some questions. And she ends up going to this military compound that is run by none other than Thunderbolt Ross. It was, and they even like give the Hulk a name drop, and really cool. And this one is the first episode, I think, of this series so far that really made it feel tied together in a larger Marvel universe. We haven't had many like, oh, drop the Avengers or Spider-Man or something, like, like no real, or at least not a lot of like name mentions other than like really small Easter eggs. But here we're getting a legitimate, like, there's Thunderbolt Ross, and a little bit after this we get Captain America himself showing up, and for a second I was like, oh, is this gonna be Morph or something? Is it gonna be one of those, which, okay, but no, it's legitimately Captain America. He shows up and he helps Rogue for a bit, but basically he's tied by bureaucracy. He wants to do things by the book, which, I suppose in the classical rendition that definitely does feel like Captain America, like old school Captain America. Now, I don't think MCU version of Captain America would have done that. I feel like that Steve Rogers would have been like, no, you know what? I'm going to do what's morally right here. Screw the book, I feel like that would have been the MCU version of Captain America, so it's kind of interesting thinking about the differences there. But it's cool to have a little cameo. Rogue even like throws his shield far away, like, I guess you don't need these if your hands are tied, you don't need this. And she like throws it miles away, which, you think about it, it's like, yeah, I guess Captain America doesn't have a way of just instantly getting that back if someone throws it that far away. Like, he just start walking, I guess, right? or hopefully you got a motorcycle nearby, Cap, because I don't know how you're gonna get that thing back. But anyways, that was a cool little cameo to get back. Just a little bit of a teamwork, a little cool. Hey, we're in the Marvel universe; those characters do exist still, kind of thing. And they even like talk about like, like that was an epic tragedy, and that's really what most of this episode is about. It's just like, that was a tragedy on a national scale, on an international scale, on a, relations between humans and mutants kind of thing. Like, this just affected everything and everyone across the board. We even have like, I think it was the president was talking to Cyclops and being like, we want to help you, but like, people are scared now because they think the mutants are going to retaliate against humans, and the optics don't look good. And of course Cyclops is getting rightfully pissed off, and they're even like going through the wreckage of Genosha, and Beast was kind of flirting with that journalist for a second, but then she says the wrong thing in the wrong way, and Beast kind of like, look, emotions are running high, obviously rightfully so. A lot of their friends just died, a lot of people that we know just died, and yeah, just I've heard some people speculate that this might be how we get evil Cyclops. Like, I guess there was like a more recent run of X-Men comics where Cyclops turned evil. I don't know if that was in some alternate universe or what exactly happened. I don't, I'm not following the comics that closely, obviously. But some people are speculating that might happen, and I'm, seeing how Cyclops is being treated here, I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't blame him for turning evil. And yeah, basically, we have a funeral for Gambit and a bunch of other people, and it seems like Magneto is for real gone, at least for now. They're definitely like treating this as officially gone. But then we kind of get a little glimpse of we have Bolivar Trask, so they track him down, and basically they question him, and he reveals like, oh, Mr. Sinister took my DNA to create something, and then he's working for someone else, even above Mr. Sinister. And then it seems like Rogue just straight up lets him die, because he was gonna jump off the building, he was gonna end himself, but then Rogue just like catches him, asks him a couple questions, and then lets go. And it's like, oh dang, this cartoon's got real dark. But surprise twist, they turns out they're working on a new future version of Sentinels, and there's a bunch that are in these glass cases, like they're like robot looking. But then Bolivar Trask himself, like his human body, is now a Sentinel, and so he's like a robot man, but he's all like, you know, corpsey now. It's really weird. It's a really weird concept, but yeah, basically they're all sitting here fighting Bolivar Trask, and then look, everyone's getting taken out. I don't know if like they're dead. It said neutralized. He's like mutant neutralized. You know, I don't think they're dead, but he's managed to take everyone out. He's like a super future Sentinel, but Cyclops is saved by Cable. Cable shows up, and you know, they do like the whole mind thing where Jean connects with his mind and then sees the moment between Madeline Pryor and him, and they're like, oh wait, you're son and mom, but not mom, you're not her, you know, like they even like you know, he's like, you're not her, don't, you know, don't get in my mind, you know. So Cable's got weird issues with Jean, I guess, I don't know, but yeah, also Madeline Pryor's for sure gone. She's dead. Just wow, this show continues to just be intense and dark, and I guess the main guy that Sinister is working for is oh god, I don't remember his name. He's some future Sentinel hybrid cyborg man, but he's also he's got like he talks very human. And he's got like a strain. He almost pulls like a Reservoir Dogs. He's got like Magneto tied up and he's shaving him. And I'm like, this is gonna be. Are you gonna take his ear like Reservoir Dogs? Is that what's about to happen? Because you got the music playing and stuff. I don't know. It was pretty interesting. But yeah, I guess we'll see where this goes. I don't know much about this villain. I know I've watched other YouTube breakdown videos where they talk about this from the comics and that from the comics. So I've heard this guy's name. I can't recall it right now, but. Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna see where this goes, and he seems to be the real mastermind behind all this. And yeah, I know a lot of people are speculating about Apocalypse or Xavier's sister, Nova, whatever, but we actually just saw her in the Deadpool trailer, interestingly enough, because I guess she was behind the Genosha attack in the comics, but obviously that's, you know, they're changing it here. But in any case, yeah, just man, I love this show. The action is amazing, you know, and now that we're starting to get like these crazy like just cameos of, you know, major characters, yeah, it's just gonna get even more intense. And so now I guess the question is like, how much of this is gonna stay? Like, is Magneto really gone? Like, is he like, that's it? He's just gone? Like, that's insane. But I guess so for now, at least. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.